morning, and welcome to the first Eye of the Tiger of the 2019-20 school year. I'm Cam Medrano.
And I'm Jayden Miller. The beginning of this year has come with a lot of new changes at Roseville.
This includes auxiliary gym construction going vertical, a new principal, coaching staff changes, and a new band director.
And on the topic of new changes, you can expect to see a new Eye of the Tiger set arriving later this fall.
New year, new faces. And among these new faces is one teacher taking on leadership positions for some of the music electives on campus. We go to reporter Joey Freed with more.
Straight off of the Sac State campus, Michael Austin has come to Roseville High School for his first full-time teaching job as the newest band, guitar, and color guard teacher.
I specialize in band, so I teach the band here. I really felt kind of at home when I got here. All the students, I haven't had any problems. All the faculty are really nice and really welcoming.
Band student Joey Height is enjoying the fresh new approach Austin is taking the class in.
Well, he's really nice. He was very supportive of what traditions we have previously. I definitely think the program is going to improve. Just with all the fundraising and all of the performances we have for the future.
Jacob Hecula agrees and appreciates the environment Austin creates in the classroom.
It's become a lot more positive. A lot of good stuff has been happening since he showed up. I'm very excited. I want to see where he brings our program. I can't wait to see where it goes.
And on that note, the band will have their first performance during halftime at tonight's football game.
In other news, students in Jessica Fork's 4th period government class drafted and sent a letter to administration last week asking for a reevaluation and further clarification on the dress code after students said they were dress coded for clothes they did not know were violations.
How else are you going to get passionate about government if you don't actually do it? It's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to really do the action. And so I'm all about them becoming passionate, finding a voice, and learning how they can contribute. And I thought this was the perfect way.
Upon receiving the letter, Principal Nicholas Richter stopped by the class to talk to the students about their concerns.
They understood things a certain way, and there was actually a situation that one of the students took a picture of and said, hey, is this a violation of dress code? Which it wasn't. As students move into the future, if you want to see change, write those letters to whoever the leaders are. That's how you start to affect change, and it was really awesome to see students really participating in a civic way within our school, and I wanted to honor that, and it's a great way to get feedback from students.
Richter said if students have any questions about why they are dress coded or they feel they are not in violation, they should talk to the assistant principals.
We now go to Kobe Estrada with sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Kobe Estrada. This summer, Roseville hired new varsity football coach Joe Catalico. In his past 12 years of coaching in Elk Grove, Catalico proved himself to be one of the top coaches in the area, leading Sheldon High School to the section playoffs last season. But after stepping down from the head coaching position in Sheldon in 2018, Catalico made the decision to move out to Roseville. We go to EOTSN reporter Ethan Nielsen with more.
He's racked up a total of 20 years coaching, beginning in his hometown San Jose. 8 years later, he made the move to Pleasant Grove High School and stayed there for 9 years. When he transferred to Sheldon High School, his team went 27-9 over the 3 years he was there. According to Catalico, he made the move to Roseville for his family, believing Roseville would offer a better environment to raise his kids. Now that he's at Roseville, Catalico hopes to improve the Tigers' 2018 record of 3-7.
I thought it was a good group. It's a group with some good balance. There's some good linemen. There's some good skill position players. And it's a group that have been working hard and applying themselves.
Varsity football players Tyler Rower and Tomas Robles enjoy Catalico's coaching style and believe that he's improved their level of play.
I think everybody is more bought in this year and wants to be better this year and be great. And I think that he's made us confident enough that we're going to be good.
Coach Catalico, he's a great guy. He's a great coach. He knows quite a lot about football. Very smart man. I think he's changed our whole team's level of play greatly. He changed everything, our offense, our defense. We're just stepping it up now. Whole new game now.
Looking forward, Catalico has high hopes for not only the team's season, but for their futures as well.
I think we'll have a good season, and I also think that we will put a group of young men out into our community that will help our community and be successful in their lives.
In other football news, the freshman team hired new head coach Joe Bagley. Also, varsity tight end Tommy Spencer committed to Oregon State University this summer. Tune in to next Tuesday's edition of EOTSN for the full story. And make sure to come out to the first varsity football game of the season tonight against Bear Creek at 7 o'clock. The theme is Hawaiian, and the first 200 people to come get a free lei. And that's all in your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. I, the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Kobe. This summer featured a ton of great and not so great releases. But it's now behind us, and it's time for us to look forward into this fall's releases. After HBO lost its biggest show, Game of Thrones, they're looking for a new big hit, and hopefully 3 of the newest shows, Righteous Gemstones, His Dark Materials, and Watchmen, are good enough to make that cut. I am incredibly excited for Watchmen since they are a DC staple. This could lead into a series of DC movies and shows hosted by HBO. This fall had already seen a lot of success in the music industry and is anticipating much, much more. Teeth by Five Sauce was released on Wednesday and managed to show off their talents and success and growth as a band. Luke Hemmings, the lead singer, is able to switch flawlessly from low to high notes within seconds, and Callum Hood's bass line manages to bring depth and volume to match the lyrically deep song.
Dear God, today is going to be big. The most watched daytime service of the year, over 6 million worldwide.
If I were the king of the world. Welcome home, Dr. Gemstone.
Your whole ministry is set up to serve the gemstones. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, I ain't. Praise be to He.
The crown jewel of music for this fall is Taylor Swift's new album that came out last night. The album is sonically cohesive. Every song flows one after the other, bringing a new taste to her discography. After nearly a decade of waiting for an announcement, Zombieland sequel will be releasing this fall. After how well the first one performed, we here at Eye of the Tiger are incredibly excited for the continuation of the story. And now here's A&E's top picks for this fall. Obviously, the grand finale to the year is Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker, but there's so much more to look forward to until then. Like Taika Waititi's satirical World War II comedy, or James Cameron coming back to Terminator with Terminator Dark Fate. Not to mention all the TV shows coming out this fall, like Big Mouth Season 3, Silicon Valley Season 6, or the Disney Plus original, The Mandalorian, the first live-action Star Wars TV show made by Jon Favreau, the same guy responsible for Iron Man, Jungle Book, and Elf. Disney definitely owned the box office this year, and Frozen 2 hasn't even come out yet. On the flip side, this fall is going to be huge for horror, with movies like It 2 and Dr. Sleep being some of the most anticipated scary sequels of the past decade. And while the new Joker film may not be considered horror, the dark drama of Gotham City will definitely not be like the happy little storyline seen in Aquaman or Shazam. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Megan. Most students tailor their school schedules to suit their interests, but for one RHS senior, a full year of school just isn't enough. We go to Eye of the Tiger reporter Isabella Foley with the story.
RHS student Cassidy Noonan spent the summer of her junior year surrounded by textbooks and lecture notes. Upon entering Stanford Summer School, Noonan set herself up for success.
I think it really motivated me to continue working hard because I see where it can get me and also just the types of people who I admire doing the same thing.
Noonan surrounded herself with a group of like-minded people with a similar thirst for knowledge.
Everyone there is just amazing because they're all so ambitious and passionate and driven to get to the same point. And it's not like it was a bunch of people from the US, it was all over the world.
Cassidy's sister Kira Noonan noticed the strength of the bonds her sister had forged.
It seems like everyone supported each other. Like when she was leaving, everyone had to give her a hug and everyone had to talk to her and like say their goodbyes. It wasn't like a couple friends, it was everybody. So it seems like they definitely developed a community.
Noonan felt her time at Stanford will serve as a great preparation for the college experience.
It was a great way to ease into what the freedom of college is going to be like without fully leaving yet.
Noonan has plans to pursue a degree in biology. And that's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger. Follow us at EOT News on Twitter and Instagram for more updates on all things RHS.
And remember, we're always on at eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.